What's up? Hey, my name is... Wait, let me fix my hair. This is not good. My name is Matthew Mozaffari, and today I want to talk about... What did I want to talk about? Oh, dropping out. Quick backstory. So I took a semester off, so I'm currently in my 4th year, but I'm taking 3rd year and 4th year courses. About 3 years, 2015, I entered post-secondary studies, and I'm still studying. I was studying computer science at my university. Can't reveal the name. I never took a computer science course in my life, for the record, ever. I didn't know much about coding. I didn't know how it really worked. I just loved science, and I loved arts, and I knew this was a way to creatively express myself. Unfortunately, that was actually like a driving reason as to why I was so close to dropping out. I took basic like Java classes, and I was hating it. I was building like a GUI that changes shapes, colors, building an application that renders filters on images. I just kept going to my classes, and I did not like it at all. And I started to hate coding. I started to hate programming. Fast forward a year later, I'm about to finish exams. I end up going on probation. A 1st year student who has no idea if they enjoy their program is freaking out through university. Getting probation is the scariest thing that could happen to you. I didn't think that I was cut out for school. I didn't think I was smart enough to be part of these programs, computer science. That was a crazy, scary concept to me. Computer science, that sounded like I wanted to drop out, and I was so ready to do it. So ready. I remember I filled out this form, and there were a couple documents I had to submit. Fast forward like a day or two later, I think about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this into my own hands. I'm gonna try and learn myself. I'm gonna try and teach myself. I wanted to build an app. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna think about something that I really like, and I'm gonna try and do it. I really like mobile apps. I thought it was really cool, making games, making whatever. I do some research, and I remember Googling this, computer science languages. So many results popped up. I didn't know where to begin. And by deciding, you know what, I'm gonna go bit by bit. I'm gonna do something I like, mobile development. Apps, I like apps, they're cool. I can make a game maybe. So I ended up watching tutorials on Swift, and I didn't have a Mac at the time. So every day for like 3-4 months, I would commute like 45 minutes, go to the engineering building at my school, and use the Macs there. They had 2 Macs. They had 2 Macs that were running. There were like 10, 15. They were either logging me in, or they weren't running, or they needed admin stuff. And
You're filming yourself. Sorry if I interrupted.
First video, man. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. I was wondering, and I was thinking, like, why isn't my school teaching this stuff? Like, why can't I be like those guys getting great GPAs? There's one person I knew actually didn't want to graduate. He pushed his graduation to the next year so he could learn more. All of that stuff came to me later on as I progressed through my program. I built my first app. It was a card game, and this was off of a tutorial. If you Google it, it'll be actually one of the first search results for tutorials because it was so popular. And then that proved to me, like, hey, I like this field. Why am I not good enough to be in it? I started to think about real world problems. I wanted to actually solve problems. And I was sitting in a clinic, and then I came up with this little idea. I built the app. I ended up presenting a prototype to one of the biggest hospitals in North America. And this all happened because I sent out an email for fun. I'll talk about it in a future video. And I ended up meeting with the board of directors, some investors, some big people at the hospital. This further reassured me, like, what I'm doing is right. I'm learning and I'm teaching myself. It's not the typical path, but it is very effective. So here's the food for thought. If you ever think about dropping out of a field, think about it objectively. Take a step back. Is this something you like? Do you love this? Are you passionate about it? Do you think you can create change? Is this a field you'd love to work in for the rest of your life? And if the answer is yes, then there's only one issue. You're not performing as well as you thought. And if you're not performing as well as you thought, that just means that you're not performing to the standard of society. And that's never a big deal. There's so many other ways you can become better at that field. You just need to think outside the box.